All right. Hey, how y'all doing? Back in another episode of The It Factor. As always, I'm your host, Jeremy Robinson, and today we have someone special. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Kato Mitchell, better known as Work Custom. I customize cleats and shoes for a lot of NFL guys.
Yes, indeed. So with that, man, how are you doing mentally, physically, and emotionally?
I'm great, man. Mentally, I'm in my space whenever I'm working. It's like a release. I usually like to work at night when it's like quiet, so like anywhere between like 8 to like 3, 4 in the morning. It's just me, my thoughts, and my work. So I love that. Physically, I fell off a little bit. I had a baby 6 months ago, and I was working out before that, but
Congrats. Congrats.
appreciate that. Yeah, he take up a lot of time and sleep, so
Mhm.
I got to get back on the workout. But other than that, I'm good, man.
I can understand it. So let's take it back to a later time, man. So with that, man, how was it? I'm a big Ohio State fan, been one since a little boy. And I was
Okay,
saying, man, how was it running out that tournament to shoe, man, and playing for Ohio State University?
man, it's such a real feeling. Honestly, I was a walk on actually. So I didn't have a scholarship. I had an academic scholarship, and I
Right.
walked my way on once I got there. So honestly, just that first step of actually making a team. Because my freshman year, all I tore my ACL my senior year of high school. So my freshman year, honestly, I was just rehabbing, trying to get stronger, trying to get better, like doing my own little workouts and everything. And then that sophomore year, I actually went and I tried out. I made a team like week 2 or something like that. And then just that goal, like I accomplished that. That was a big thing. And then my bad, man, I got 2 dogs. So whenever they hear that door, they go. Um, but yeah, so that was a big thing. And then actually like becoming on the team, um, I'm from Cleveland, so being on Ohio State's football team, growing up watching them, being able to say like I wear the scarlet and gray was something like huge, honestly.
Yes, indeed. So with that, I say, while we're here today, I just seen your cleats, man, and I say they're amazing things. You make shoes now, and not only just for NFL, high school, college players, man. I would say, what got you started into that, man? Like, was you doing it like in college, high school? No, let's see.
Nah, I wish. I
Okay.
wish, man. If I'd have got to it earlier, it would have been definitely a great cash cow, especially
Hmm.
while I was playing. A lot of guys I know they would have got some stuff from me.
Yes,
Um, but no, it's actually a couple months actually after I graduated. I
mm-hmm.
had some Jordan Olympic sixes, and they was done for. It was actually my brother's. He gave them to me, and I'm cheap, so I was like, man, I ain't about to buy another pair, but I want to rock these.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I got some artistic talent, so I actually went to Target and I got whatever paint they had. It was a terrible mistake, but I got whatever paint they had. I painted it on the shoe. I
Hmm.
thought it looked good. It broke in like 10, 15 minutes. Like after I started walking, you just start everything to start cracking.
Uh-huh.
Um, then I actually have a friend that's from Cleveland. He actually does shoes. His name is Dante the artist. He's my homie. He was like, yo, like people will pay you to do that. And I was
Hmm.
like, oh, for real? So he was like, yeah, like go look up some YouTube videos and all that. He was like, just try it out, see what you think. So I went, I did some research. I found out, like I said, that paint was the worst thing to do. I didn't do no prep work to it. It was all bad. But I just did my research. I asked him a question. From now and again, I reach out to other guys doing it. And from there, I just kept going with it.
Got you. So I would say, what is your it factor then, man? Why do you do what you do?
I think before it was kind of like it's kind of like trying to. I think I I was a little money hungry. I just I needed income. I wanted to do something that I wanted to do.
Mhm.
But now I say it's definitely my little man. Uh, him and my wife. Like I'm trying to build something for us. So like in the next 20 years, like whatever from when he starts school to when he finishes and beyond. Like I'm trying to be there whenever he needs me. If he in the sports, if he's
Uh-huh.
in the music, like whatever he doing, I want to be there. So I'm trying to build that equity, that wealth, just everything. So I got time to spend with him.
Definitely, you definitely are doing it. I mean, I gotta give you flowers. I love what you're doing. Yes, I see the NFL players. That's cool. Don't get me wrong. I interviewed a few, but to see that you have taken your steps from I played football, cool, to now making cleats, and you still on that field. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Like that's mind blowing. That's
So what's actually funny about that is So like you said, of course I played for Ohio State. So I got some friends that's Ohio State players.
Mhm.
I was out one time with Paris Campbell and Raekwon Millen. So it's us three. And a fan seen us. They was like, "Oh my God, you're Paris Campbell. That's Raekwon Millen. You're the guy who does shoes." I was like, "Yep, man, that's me." So like, I ain't a football player no more. I'm the guy who does
Uh-huh.
shoes. I get known. I get recognized way more for the guy who
Mhm.
does shoes than ever for playing at Ohio State.
It's all right. That's all right. So with that, it's like leading to my next question. I would say, once you realize everything, you've done with football and things like that, how was that for you? Like, I know being an athlete, and you probably done played since you was a little kid.
Yeah,
How was that transition for you?
it definitely was hard. I think I kind of realized maybe about my junior, yeah, probably around like my third year on the team that I was like, this ain't for me. Like, I mean, I love doing football and everything, but I was like, I don't think I'm going to that next level. So I mean, of course, I still tried and I still did what I had to do, but I was like, I think it's time for me to start looking at other avenues. So it's, it's funny. I told my wife this. I think just last year, and I graduated in 2016, so I just told her last year. I think it was after a game my junior year. I think I forget what happened, but basically I didn't play. So when I got home, actually I was on the back porch and I sat there for about 5-10 minutes. Like I got teary eyed, like started crying, like dang, like I think that's it. Like this ain't what I'm gonna do in the future. So I kind of think that kind of like got me prepared for the next steps.
Mhm.
So of course, like I tried out, I did my workouts, I tried Canada ball and everything. But like I think that moment set me up to know like if you don't make it in football, there's so much other stuff you can do. Like you've been setting yourself up from
Yeah,
day one. Like
yeah.
you're here on an academic scholarship. So like you have more to offer than just, being a athlete.
Yes, indeed. So with that, I would say, how is it now to be like watching a Sunday football game and see a Terry McLaren wearing your shoes or any other player wearing your shoes, man? Like your cleats, man. How did that feel? Like, how's that moment for you?
It's a great feeling, man. Like you said, I finished with football, but I'm still on the field in a certain way. And then to see the guys that, well, everybody, honestly. So the
Mhm.
guys I don't know, I appreciate them, of course, reaching out, wanting to get work done. But then seeing those guys like Paris Campbell, Terry McLaurin, Ezekiel Elliott, like guys I grew up with, I watched them grow with me,
Oh,
and see them represent and, reach out to me like, hey, can you do this for me? And like they're out there living a dream and they got something that I produced, something I made on their feet. Like that's the best feeling right there, man. Like my brothers are wearing my work Thursday night, Sunday night, all that type. So
yeah, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. And I would say also, who is Kato outside of, what we know you for football, for your shoe designs? Like, who are you?
man, I'm a clown. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love the joke, man. Uh I don't I rarely get mad. I
Uh,
really get down on myself. You ever heard the saying like if you had, $1,000,000, somebody stole $10, like you gonna be mad? Like, nah, bro. I'm 10 seconds gone. I'm back to it. Like my spirits always try to be up. I'm always
mm,
trying to uplift people. I always try to stay positive. Um, I played games with a couple of the NFL guys that, Paris Campbell, Johnny Dixon, Braxton Miller. Like we got a little gaming group.
mhm.
I actually just started beginning of this season. I volunteered coach for a high school. That got kind of stayed, in that football realm. I was like, I still want to do a little something. I got some knowledge I can give back. So
Mhm.
that's and spending time with my son. I'm trying to spend more time with him and my wife because I am like, especially during the season, it's a lot of work right now, so I don't get as much. But I'm learning how to navigate that, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I say, do you have any short term, long term goals for your, let's say, as a father, let's say, as a workman with your business? Like, what are some of those short term, long term goals?
I think the short term goal as a father is just to learn him more. Um, we he's a baby. He's 6 months. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to learn what he likes and what he doesn't right now, but we're starting to kind of get that feel for each other. My wife, she's great at it. She got that motherly instinct. So
Mhm.
she tell me at times like, "Hey, don't do that." I'm like, "Oh, sure." She'd be like, "Don't do that." I'm like, "Hey, you got it." So she's really in tune with him and everything. So kind of just opening up, listening to her more about him, getting that feel for him and everything. Work. the short term definitely is to finish off this my cause, my cleats. So I contracted with the Falcons, and I've been doing the Giants my cause, my cleats. Mm-hmm. So this year it's gonna be a crazy year. There's gonna be a lot of orders coming in. So I gotta figure out a way to navigate it and get more efficient in my work, but still have that high quality product. So that's what I'm working on right now for short term for both of those instances.
That's what's up, man. I'm proud to see what you're doing, man. We can do these updates from time to time. I even come to you, but like,
Yeah,
I'm just proud of what you're doing, man. And before we do close, I just got two more questions. My biggest thing is like, what do you want to be remembered for once it's all said and done?
man, my art, honestly. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. So I'm behind the scenes, but when you see my work, I want you to know, like, he do what he do. So I got some work out there now. That's when people see it, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's crazy." And I love to see the reactions more than anything. Like I ain't gonna say I love running a business. I love being my own boss. I love painting, but every other little thing, like sometimes like talking to the client or like me having to go deliver it and send it to the mail and all that other stuff. It's not my thing. Like me painting and me seeing a reaction. Them are two things like I just love. So I love seeing the reactions, and I want my art to give people joy and happiness, and that's what I want to remember for.
Got you. And also, I want to commend you, man, for being a husband as well, bro. Like, I just became one, about to hit it my 1 year, and
Okay.
when I seen that with your wife,
Congrats, man.
what's up, man? I'm proud of my boy, man. That's what's up. Every time
Congrats, my G.
thank you, man. Thank you. Congrats to you as well. And I would say, do you have any questions for me?
Nah, how you get started on this? Well, I got two. How you get started on this, and where you from? I know you said you're a big Ohio State fan, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'm from Fort Valley, Georgia.
Okay.
It's in South Georgia, of course. We happened to have a quarterback when I was a little kid that went to go play at Ohio State.
Okay.
And, when he did, man, I don't know what it was. I was like, it ain't Georgia. Let me go ahead. Let me see what this team about. And from then on, I just liked the team. But also, how I got started.
Back name.
Antonio. His name was Antonio Hinton. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, man. So like I got started in this, I would say probably back in 2019 when I was getting ready to graduate college. I was like, I want to do something, more and stuff like that. And I was an engineering major. So like once I finished everything, I'm like, yeah, you get to working and stuff, but I was like, I'm not giving back. So like from the beginning, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just interview people that's in tech and this is gonna be that. But after a while, I started reaching out to NFL players, doctors, lawyers, teachers. And from then on, I just realized like, I like podcasting and it has grown. I can't even believe it.
That's what's up, man. I'm proud of you for that, man. Definitely sticking to something that you like to do. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get it.
Yes, sir, man. Then
that's when you reached out. I was like, for sure, because there's been a lot of other guys that reached out to me and everything, and I was like, no, he doing his thing. Like one, then another, like you're a Black podcast. I'm like, I'm definitely trying to help. If I can do anything to help that grow, for sure, I would love to be on that. So yeah.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, that's one thing I seen, and then also just thank you, bro, for coming on. That's my.
Oh yeah, man, no, for sure. I appreciate you having me. Like I said, when you reached out, I was like, oh yeah, I definitely got to be on there, man.
Yes, sir.
And now I don't usually do, I'll get my face out there too much. I'm behind the scenes, but
I seen that the day when I was making things. I was like, yeah, I just thought about that. I'm like, this man, I can understand. I can definitely understand.
Yeah, we had our anniversary and my birthday was like beginning of this month or last month. So I posted like a couple of pictures of me and my wife, or like a selfie of me with my players at my high school. They was on my head, bro. They was coming with the light skin jokes and everything. I'm like, hey man, look, I don't do it often, but when I do, you gonna get the light skin out of me. So
I can understand that, man. But thank you for the day. My only last ask is, man, I'm a big Terry McLaren fan, man. If any way you can help me, get that interview one of these days, I definitely would talk to you about that, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure I'll try to reach out to him. That boy, he's so busy, man, especially during the
football. It's football, I understand.
Yeah, that boy, he's so busy, but I can definitely reach out, try to make a connection and everything.
Definitely. And then also, man, I want to just keep the connection. You let me know when you posting your cleats and stuff, man. Like, dog, what you do? My boys seen that and they was like, bro, I need these. I'm like, yeah, this the person. I'm like, send it. So I got you, man.
I appreciate. Yeah, I got some guys who don't even play no more. They be like, don't play football, and they be like, hey, I need these cleats. I'm like, bro, I
Same.
need cleats for it,
Same,
man.
bro. Same. My boy asked, man, you should get some It Factor cleats. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna be on the It Factor. I'm like, I can ask, and you part of the network. He like, you just think about it, bro. The prop. I'm like, all
Right. I'm like, all right, man, you got
right.
it, bro.
But all right, then. Thank you for the day, brother, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you having me.
Yes, indeed.